Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss the chemical uses, structure, and synthetic uses of resorcinol and naphthol. Okay, after watching complete this video, you will understand the structure of resorcinol and naphthol, also some medicinal and chemical uses of the particular this organic compound, that is resorcinol and naphthol. Now we'll start the resorcinol. Resorcinol, just look at the screen, you will get to know how it looks, what is the structure of resorcinol. Okay, or we can say that resorcine is a benzene diol, that is m dihydroxybenzene. Diol means 2 hydroxyl group or 2 OH group, we can say that diol. So hydroxy, sorry, here m dihydroxybenzene, or we can say the benzene diol, one benzene ring, and at meta position of two in any structure, aromatic compound, or for example we can say that in benzene structure there are five position, two position for ortho position, two for meta position, and one para position. So here two hydroxy group is attached on meta position. So two meta position is occupied by this hydroxyl group. So here we can say this is benzene diol structure, that is benzene diol or meta dihydroxybenzene. This is the structure resorcinol. So what is the medicinal uses? It is an antiseptic and disinfectant and is used 5 to 10% in ointments. Okay, what is the main role, main category of this drug? Antiseptic and disinfectant. I know uh, uh, you people might be aware about this terminology. What is antiseptic and disinfectant? So here means here they have written like resorcinol act as an antiseptic and disinfectant. Why both category having this is resorcinol? Because at antiseptic category or disinfectant category, we use different concentration of this particular chemical, so the activity is different. Sometimes it is antiseptic, sometimes it is disinfectant. But what is the concentration? We can use this 5 to 10% concentration in ointment. You might be prepared like ointment, lotions, etc. So we can prepare 5 to 10% of this resorcinol in the formulation of ointment. And in which treatment we have using this particular resorcinol can be uses in chronic skin diseases. Chronic skin diseases, which are those chronic skin diseases? That is psoriasis, hidradenitis suppurativa, and eczema. These diseases are related to skin disease, and which is chronic disease means which persists on skin for a longer period of time, that is more than 6 months. So in this case we can use the resorcinol ointment in the form of 5 to 10%. Okay, next, it has also been employed in the treatment of gastric ulcer in doses of 125 to 250 mg in pills, and is said to be analgesic and homeostatic. Stop homeostatic in its action. So, what are the different other uses of this resorcinol? Resorcinol can be used in gastric ulcers. So, what is the concentration of resorcinol? 125 to 250 mg. In the form of pills, we can use this resorcinol for gastric ulcers. So what it does? It act as an analgesic. Analgesic, what is the meaning of this particular terminology? Analgesic means we can say that synonymous painkiller or which relief from pain. This is the terminology of analgesic, means this resorcinol is act as a analgesic. And second one is hemostatic. Static, in if the in the any terms, if word belongs to static, then we can say the static means stop. Hemostatic means it stops the bleeding, means this resorcinol it act as a hemostatic and or we can say that it stop the bleeding. So it is used in gastric ulcer. In gastric ulcer, what happens in gastric ulcer, you might be studied in pathophysiology. What's the gastric ulcer, what are the symptoms of gastric ulcers? These are the some symptoms. Means your gastric layer, or it removes. So what happens in the stomach is paining and bleeding is occur. So these are the symptoms is relieved by this particular resorcinol. So resorcinol can be used as a analgesic, or we can say that another use is homeostatic, that is it stop the bleeding. Then what are another use? A 2% solution used to treat external vaginal itching and irritation. Resorcinol is a skin protectant and topical analgesic. So this can be used for the skin and different infections, or this is used as a skin protectant. Means it protect skin from different infections, or it can be used as a topical analgesic. Topical means we can use, we can apply externally on the body surfaces. Means we can in this case we can say that this application is used for only to apply external side. It is not for to take inside the body or what. Then what are the chemical uses? What are the chemical uses? It is used in the production of diazo dyes and plasticizers, and as a UV absorbent in resin. So yeah, this can be used in the plastic synthesis, resin synthesis. So the manufacturing of plastics, rubbers, and these different resins, we can use this resorcinol. Then resorcinol is an analytical reagent for the qualitative determination of ketosis. Means sometimes particular reagent has name is given, like for example in this case Selivanov test. Say Selivanov test, from the Selivanov test you don't know what is the composition of Selivanov test. You should anywhere, if this type of term comes in the mind, or in syllabus, that is Selivanov's reagent, what are the Selivanov's reagent, what is the composition of Selivanov's reagent, you should know, you should search that things. So what is Selivanov's reagent? So in the Selivanov's test, resorcinol is can be used. Why it is used? Selivanos, it can be used for determination of other chemical reagent, other functional group. In this case we can say this Selivanos test, resorcinol is used to identify ketone group, to identify the ketone group in any other compound. For example, any we can say acetone. In the acetone, you don't know the what is the what its solvent, or you don't know is it ketone, acetone, or something else. So in that time you have to find out whether it is alcoholic functional group or ketonic group, functional group. So yeah, and so for that purpose you can identify this particular ketone group by the help of Selivanov's test. In the Selivanov's test, you should treat it with that particular acetone. After getting particular observation and final endpoint, you concluded that this the particular compound is contains the ketone as a functional group. Means in the acetone possesses a ketone as a functional group. So we can with the help of this Selivanov's test, you identified that this particular compound is a ketonic group. Okay, what is the next use? Resorcinol reacts with the formaldehyde to form a thermostat resin, which can form a basis of an acrogel frozen smoke. So another uses is it can be used in the synthesis of thermostat, means thermostable or like that. This type of a resin we can prepare with the help of this resorcinol. Next one is a naphthol. Naphthol is a fluorescent colorless for occasionally yellow crystalline solid with the formula C10H7OH. It has two isomers, that is one naphthol and two naphthol, differing by the location of hydroxyl group on naphthalene ring. The naphthols are naphthalene homologous of phenol but more active. You just look at the structure, how it looks. Naphthol, how it looks. Naphthol 1 OL. Why one OL? Because at one position of this naphthol ring OH means your functional group is present, so we can say that is naphthol 1 all. Or another structure is given here, which is second naphthol, that is naphthalene 2 all. This is both are homologous, or we can say they are the uh, only differing by their locations. Then polarity of naphthols, here they have mentioned why polarity of naphthol is means this naphthol ring, why it is polar in nature, because it contains the hydroxyl group. In the hydroxyl group, oxygen is attached with hydrogen. Oxygen is more electronegative in nature. So what is the ability, or what is the characteristic of that electronegative nature? It pulls electron towards itself. So it pulls the electron towards itself, at its pulling its electron towards itself. So polarity of that particular ring, or we can in the organic structure, that get increases. This is the reason behind the polarity of naphthalene. Then we'll discuss the what are the uses. Naphthol are used as a biomarker for livestock and human exposure to polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. Biomarkers means it can be used as a, like just we have seen in the Selenops test, but this is naphthol is used in living things. Then one naphthol is a precursor to variety of insecticides including carbaryl, pharmaceutical including nadolol. It undergoes azocoupling to give various azodides, but these are generally less useful than this derived from 2-naphthol. Means here which is preferred here, 2-naphthol is more important as compared to 1-naphthol in as far as which concern in the synthesis of azodides preparation or any other synthesis of this different dyes. Okay, at this concern, 2-naphthol is more useful than the 1-naphthol. Then in Molish test, 1-naphthol dissolves in ethanol known as a Molish reagent. Is used as a reagent for detecting the presence of carbohydrate. You might be studied in first year in the biochemistry. In the biochemistry, we have to perform the different analysis parameter or identification test for carbohydrate, proteins, and any other biomolecules. So here what is this? This can be missed. 2-naphthol it can be used in the 1-naphthol it can be used for preparation of Molish reagent. Okay, means 1-naphthol is dissolves in ethanol, and it 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 nothing but your Molish reagent. So Molish, if any words or any terms or any reagent comes in front of you like Molish test, Selena's test, you should eager to learn that what is the composition behind this Molish test or Selena's test. You should understand, you should search, you should come to know what is the composition of particular reagent. So what is the reagent or what is the composition of Molish test? It is the composition of 1-naphthol. 1-naphthol dissolves in alcohol, it becomes Molish test, or it can, this Molish test is used to detecting the carbohydrate. Then the Sakaguchi test uses 1-naphthol with sodium hypobromide to detect the presence of arginine in protein. So this another reagent, that is Sakaguchi, which is used in here. 1-naphthol is used with sodium hypobromide to detect the presence of protein. Which protein? Arginine. Then the Voges-Proskauer test uses 1-naphthol in potassium hydroxide solution to detect the breakdown of glucose into acetoin, which is used by bacteria for external energy storage. A positive test will be indicated by the appearance of red color of the original yellow solution. This is another test in like Voges-Proskauer test. In this test, 1-naphthol in potassium hydroxide is used here. This is all about resorcinol and naphthol. You should understand the things, learn, study. Okay.